What's good with it, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be back with you fine, beautiful people. Again, controversial. Very controversial. And anytime I say that, y'all know what I'm about to talk about, right? Some boxing channels are just... I don't respect a lot of them because of what they represent, because of what they will bag up, and what they will make up. We'll just go ahead and say it. Boxing Ego says there's leaked photos, proof of a dent in Deontay Wilder's head from the tampered with gloves of Tyson Fury. Just watched it this morning. Well, I didn't even watch all of it. I didn't. Y'all think I be on Deontay? Man, there's a lot of other people out there on him hard. Before I get started, there's two boxing YouTube channels that I want to shout out. Because they doing their job and they staying on his butt and his team's butt and the Ldbc community. And that's Kurt DeVille from Counterpunch Boxing. And that's DT3, the Boom Man. I just watched a video from DT3, man. He just, woo, boy, he gave Deontay Wilder the business. He gave him some respect too. But as far as the fight game, and as far as all the accusations, and as far as his skill set, DT3 gave him the business. Nothing different from what I've been saying. But if you want it raw and uncut, go holler at DT3. And he's stating facts too. Same thing with Counterpunch Boxing. Now, they both believe that Deontay said what I initially thought he said when I saw that video. They both said that you said that you didn't have any proof, meaning Tyson Fury. But after I analyzed it, I didn't think that. But that's their prerogative. But these two boxing YouTube channels, they don't fall for the okie doke. They don't believe in the hype. Kurt DeVille says a lot of these Ldbc boxing channels are racist. Because if Tyson Fury, something that I stated way back in the day, was a black man, we wouldn't have all this. Kurt, thank you for having the balls to say it. I'm not the only one. DT3, thank you for having the balls to say what you're saying. Because you don't care anyway. DT3 don't care. And if you got a problem with DT3, you could go see him because he likes smoke. He got hands. Just saying. I know for a fact. I hadn't fought him, but I know that he does it. I've seen it with my own two eyes. So let's get to the channels that back up the lies. It's okay if you're a channel that backs up Deontay Wilder. I don't understand it. And don't think because I made that apology for a mistake that I believe that I made, that I still don't think Deontay Wilder makes up accusations and he's a liar. And he's a fake. Because all that still stands. But that's just my opinion. Alright? Don't get it misconstrued. Don't get it twisted. I'm not that eloquent with my words like somebody else. Anyway, you boxing channels out there, man. The Ldbc community, y'all tripping, man. And it's just like Counterpunch said. A lot of accusations that you make, a lot of statements that you make. Come on, man. Would you be bagging Deontay Wilder this hard if he wasn't a black man? Or if he was Anthony Joshua? Or if he was Sean Porter? Would y'all be supporting him so hard? Because to be Ldbc, to me, y'all really just protect and make up crap for Deontay. You don't really hear them talking about a lot of other black boxers. It's just almost solely Deontay Wilder. And they're always throwing the race card. We get tired of that. Paulie Malignaggi said it best. Stop that. The better fighter is the better fighter. Stop throwing the race card. Stop using the race card. Stop it. And Deontay Wilder uses it too. But you still got JDs in your corner. You fired Mark Breland. It makes sense. Help me make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? A guy that you said you reprimanded for not keeping a close eye on the gloves. It's just hard for me to understand. It really is. When you're a channel that can keep race out of boxing, that's a good channel. When you're not biased, that's a good channel. It's a really good channel. When you're preaching right is wrong and wrong is wrong, excuse me, no matter what color you are, that's a good channel. That's why I like Kurt DeVille. That's why I like DT3, the Boom Man. And they just keep it real. They don't care what y'all think. They don't. And they stand by what they say. And I commend that. I commend it. Now, I've always stated, it's not what Deontay Wilder does in the ring, because whether I like it or not, he's an exciting fighter. Win, lose, or draw, he's always in exciting fights, because either there's a knockout, or he's getting his butt whooped up until that knockout, or he's getting his butt whooped, period. We got to stop making excuses. And he does too. I've gone so long defending my title, knocking people out. I got used to it. I got a little lackadaisical. You know, that was my fault. It was wrong. That's why we're implementing certain things, because someone had to cheat me to beat me. DT3 said something that made a lot of sense. People think that Deontay Wilder is so focused now, like he's a different type of focus. Boom Man said, wasn't he focused in the first fight? And more so focused in the second fight? Well, is he a different kind of focus? That's what the Boom Man said. And I agree with him. I agree with him. Has he really been training? I don't know. The only thing different I see in Deontay Wilder is the fact that he didn't speak in the press conference. Now, I didn't understand it. I thought it was a little bit disrespectful, but for whatever reason he did it, it's whatever. That means nothing to me. But that means he's laser focused. It's always been focused, man. Like, he fought the dude. First of all, he gave this dude a chance, Tyson Fury, who wasn't even a mandatory, hadn't fought in 2 or 3 years, was about 400 pounds. Y'all know why he gave the dude a chance? Because he thought he was an easy touch. You can't stop. Don't make excuses. Because he should have been fighting Dillian White. But instead he fought Dominic Brazil. But Dillian White, for a whole year, was the man for the WBC challenge. The #1 ranked WBC challenger was Dillian White. And yet you fight Tyson Fury and Dominic Brazil. Help me. Help me. Because it don't make sense to me. Help that make sense to me. Let's just be real. And these channels state that. But then you got channels like Boxing Ego, DBN. Oh, now we got leaked footage of a dent in his head. Photos. Stop it. Stop. When we going to get off that? This ain't Deontay now. This is Ego. This is Boxing Ego. Ldbc. All day. Elemental P-Boy. You're still making accusations for this dude. But would you be doing it if he wasn't black? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I bag a fighter solely because of the person that fighter is and the fighter he is. You don't care what color you are. I don't care what color you are. I've stated that. And I don't think Kurt DeVille cares what color a fighter is, just like DT3, the Moon Man. I commend these channels for speaking the truth, for challenging all of this crap that these other boxing YouTubers are putting out there. Y'all got y'all rematch. Y'all got y'all trilogy fight. Okay, now he has an opportunity to go out there, shut me up and everybody else up, and knock Tyson Fury out. Is that possible? Most definitely. But just like Mike Tyson, I think Tyson Fury has Deontay Wilder's number. That's what Tyson said. Tyson said, man, look, he has his number. He can't beat Tyson Fury. It's too elusive. It's too skillful. Deontay Wilder can't hold him. And that's what I believe. I reference Roy Jones. I reference Holyfield with Riddick Bowe. And you can reference Tyson with Holyfield. Couldn't beat him. And I think that's the case with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. He has his number. He has his number. But he has an opportunity to prove me wrong and a lot of others wrong. But until then, he has his number. He couldn't beat him at 100 when he was 75%. And he didn't beat him when he was 100%. What makes you think he's going to beat him now? Because he's laser focused? Because he didn't speak in the press conference? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I stated the reason why I thought he didn't speak in that press conference, but it could have been anything. It could have been that he was focused. But he's not any more focused now than he was the first two fights, in my opinion. Because you could have got beat the first time, but they called it a draw, and I'm cool with the draw. He got 2 knockdowns, okay, but he lost every other round. This is the guy who came as close. I got to draw with this dude. I got to go in here and knock. I got to be laser focused the second fight. And then what happened? I don't think you trained the way you were supposed to. You got murked. Lunch money took. You can't argue that. You can't dispute that. Proof's in the pudding. DT3 Boone Man. The Boone Man. Kurt DeVille at Counterpunch Boxing. I salute you guys because y'all ain't making up all this bull crap that Ego's making up and all these other Ldbc boys is making up. And I'm not making it up over here. You can get mad if you want. It's just my opinion. But there's a little bit of facts put in there too. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We out of here.